Dobra,
Let's
jedziemy.
do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All you gotta
Getting
do
cold
is
feet? I don't blame you. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF.
I say.
And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Wait, wait, wait. A. Gdzie to była taśma?
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step in to the elevator.
Steampunk.
Busted.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here your son.
Only opens with a key. Don't have the key. Useless.
I co?
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean?
Who are you?
Sean?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
We're leaving this place.
What's going on?
What do you want me to do, Sean?
I don't know you. Go away.
Please, Sean.
Father? Father? Father, help me.
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. Let's start anew.
Father? That's your name?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean. I promised answers, but I need you to realize that this situation, you have traveled very far and suffered a great deal to find your son. It's good to finally meet you after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How?
I know this is a lot in the vault. You had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60, and here I am, raised by the Instytut?
But why?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiment.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
60 years.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done.
Uh-huh. You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more... I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you... us... to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother... she never...
Yes. I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation. With old age comes regret. And asking what if. But what matters now is what else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in...
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility, the Institute. It's important. It really...
They need your help, Sean.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended... No. We look... Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Just...
Sure.
I know there's more for us to do. The Institute is on the verge of some important... I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life, and now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe.
I know. The Institute can provide a better life than any... You've been in the Commonwealth. You've...
How can you say that? How can you be so...
Because it is the simple truth. I simply ask that you give the Institute... We really do have humanity's best interest. Will you take that chance? Just give it. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. You want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced System.
Right.
Można i tak.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but...
It seems like a strange choice.
I can understand how it might seem that way. It is something... I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an but I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child,
looking for the younger version of me.
Uh-huh.
Do you think you could love him?
Right. This is all...
I understand. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help.
Sean.
Our advances will, in time, change the world.
Sweet.
This a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust? Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled.
Doc.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing...
People have no trouble getting fat and lazy.
A few, here and there, perhaps. But not... I can see you're having a joke at my expense. You're hardly the first. In any case, I suppose I should... Perhaps a fresh
Operating at full capacity.
Lawrence.
Spend enough time here, and you'll be sick to death of the word synth. I certainly am.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Scanning. Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Hey.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Excuse me.
Pardon me, sir. Just a routine patrol, sir.
35, to 30.
Engaging.
Hey there.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Nothing to report, sir.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
A, tak to ja się mogę bawić wtedy.
Hey, Eve, have you seen my notebook laying around?
No. Did you leave it somewhere else?
I can't remember. Oh well, I don't need it right now.
For such a smart kid, you're a bit unorganized.
Well, I prefer to call it organized chaos. Dad says I'm as good as he is with computers. I'm trying to learn chess. But the computer always
As
beats
the
me.
Institute's first personal synth, I try to set a good example.
What's a person?
Dr. Benet is carrying out a social experiment. He wants to see if a synth can integrate into a human family. I know I can never replace his wife or be a real mother to Liam, but I can at least help with the domestic duties. I like to think I'm a pretty good cook. It was a real pleasure to meet you. I'm sure you're still taking everything in.
Uh-huh.
Is it true food supplement 7?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be
You're
happy
here.
to forward your
Glad you
request
made
to
it.
the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
Hello.
So you were there
Please
the day
ensure
the
that your
bombs fell.
dietary requirements are being filled.
Terrifying.
Ale ogniem to zbieram.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Aluminium, aluminium.
Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
The commissary is always open. Would you like some processed sustenance packets?
What have you got?
I can offer a range of nutritious. Food Supplement 7 is very popular for its spicy flavor, and Food Supplement 91 is our newest offering.
I've got a few minutes.
Bioscience. No będziemy zwiedzać dzisiaj cały wieczór. Zbroja to mi tak potrzebna. takie... I tak ta sprawa się przyda do targania tego wszystkiego.
Liam's been trying to teach me robotics. It's more complicated than I thought.
Excuse me.
Rosalind is as smart as she is beautiful. I just wish I could get her notes.
Serio.
That's it.
No, bidny po tym nie będę. Materiał jądrowy na tym. Wow. Trochę to waży. To nie jest potrzebne. Pewno tkanina też. Ceramiki nie potrzebuje. Kluczenie. Azbest. Nie. Nie. Kurwa, plastikowe tacki braki mają. A żeby ich szlak trafił. Siemajanko. Jesteśmy w instytucie, jakby co. Instytut? Ogólnie, no jak widać, takie dosyć nowoczesne. Oni sobie próbowali kiedyś podobno pomóc coś na tym, na powierzchni, ale tamci się zaczęli sapać i w ogóle problemy robić, to olali wszystko i się zamknęli pod ziemią. Tak, to są tylko głównie ludzie. To znaczy, no w większości. Nie, ludzie ogólnie tu rządzą.
Hey. All this must be a little overwhelming for you.
Chcecie spoilerów? Czy nie? W sumie tak. Jak ktoś wcześniej oglądał. Szefem Instytutu jest jego syn. Ten, którego szukaliśmy. Zaraz tu się wróciłem. To powiem szczerze, już się zgubiłem. To jakieś pewnie stare wejście. Dokument techniczny, dokument techniczny. Kurwa, ile dokumentów technicznych. Terminal ogarnięty. Tego się nie da wziąć? Kurde, nie wiem, coś aż zaczęło przecinać trochę. Kraska. Mały talerz, nie. Fuck.
Yes.
O! Jesteśmy w laboratorium. Wow. Spoko, no mówię, jak ktoś oglądał, to i tak to przed chwilą było wyjaśnione. Zresztą już w internecie wszędzie są spoilery do tego. Nie da się wejść na jakiegoś, nie wiem, na Ingaga czy innego. Nie wiem, na polskich to może nie tak, ale na zagranicznych to jest mnóstwo tego. Co ja w ogóle? Naprawiony wentylator. Jest działający. Ogniwa, śrubokręt, steampack. Co ja znalazłem? Wyjście? Jakaś strefa, stara strefa tu. Oż piździet. To mnie dojebały. Czyli coś tam fajnego jest. To idziemy.
That's it.
Jezu. Od jednego tak mi życie schodziło? Ile to kurwa ma damage'a? 16 poziom. Masakra. Brzeniowe, ogniwo. Bomby cukrowe. Rozumiem, że to jakaś strefa, gdzie nikt już nie chodzi. Terminal. Ruins. Co? Tak, wcześniej w Daisy non-stop nie grałem. A co? Nawet nie wiem, co on teraz gra. A tak, to można było wieżyczki nie wyłączyć. Powodzenia. Dużo dźwigasz. Takie fajne rzeczy. Członki Instytutu. Fajne. Ale dobra, jeszcze sobie do niego wrócimy. Z. Błaga. Piwo wywalamy. No to może i od niego. Dobra, to piwo dużo ważyło. Farb mi nie jest potrzebna. O kurwa. 24 level. No to mam przejebane. Shit. Włączę ten swój laser, to po mnie. Jak przefarciłem. Jakby raz strzelił, to by było po prostu... Tak, kolejny fart. Jeszcze breakdance'a tańczy. Weźcie się uspokój. Aluminium. Teraz wszystko. Ja pierdzielę. Chyba jakaś masakra. Ja polazłem. Co w ogóle? Jakieś radio do odkrywania?
Travis Lonely Miles here with the latest news update from the Commonwealth. And this one sounds heavy. The Green Tech building, long known as a haven for gunner mercenaries, was recently
Nie. Dobra. Dzwonko. Zabili kota. O, ciekawe. Drewniane klocki, syntek. Masa martwych kotów. Ej, wesoło tu jest. Spoko, na razie, na razie. Mundur łowczego? A to jest ten. O. Jak tam poziom? Dopiero się zaczął. Dałoby się coś zwiększonym dźwigiem. Na ile? Na 8 minut?
Fucking cow!
Może być.
Sweet.
Super mutant i kot. Super mutant z zabawki i kot. Nie chcę wiedzieć, co tu się działo. Jakaś masakra.
I'm through.
Dude, seriously? A to buraki. Kurwa, ten się nie przyznał. To oni tu się bawili z supermutantami. Różności... Dziennik osobisty dziennik to było chyba, tak?
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So...
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically
And if
engineered...
it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren. I can't wait for you to see the...
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of... Our most important directive is to ensure... To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the...
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, the initiative is still in its early stages. But I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is.
I'm not sure. Right now...
It's a big decision, I know.
Sure.
In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue.
Is there anything...
There might be.
Uh-huh. Dr. Holdren.
Anything I can help you with?
Is there anything...
There might be. Tell you...
Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
The commissary is always open. Would you like some processed sustenance packets?
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this
Doctor.
primary
You
drive
weren't kidding.
servo.
You really are here. Well, all right. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. If you don't mind my asking, what was it?
Sure. I just wanted to find...
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man. Now, I'll give you a quick run. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course.
Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, and at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like...
Sure. Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new... Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know.
Hello?
Most of them have lasted...
Ej, no bez takich.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their project...
Ej, ja chcę steampaki.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespan. Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
No, dawaj.
Got it.
Widzę rzeczy mogę nazbierać.
Sean.
This truly is a wonderful place, isn't it? Perhaps someday our synths can reclaim the Commonwealth. Our advances will, in time, change the world.
Jakbym go teraz zabił? Well.
No use.
Można i tak. Poziom zerowy. Znaczy pierwszy. O, słyszę.
It's an honor to have you here, sir. I wish you could have known Father as we have.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Good to see you.
Światłowody mi są potrzebne. No ale nie aż tak. Ja to wyrzucę gdzieś tu, bo schowam. O, zamiatacz? Aluminium 3, to nie, zostaje.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right.
Excuse me, Doctor.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of... I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's...
How old are we talking about?
Well, the reactor and a lot of the related systems. You know, cooling, monitoring, power distribution. That's all pre-war tech. Most of the superstructure down here was built later, by the people who survived the war. I guess each generation's been tinkering with the place, adding labs. There's some stuff I need to check on. See you.
Dział robotyki. Czy ja mogę sobie tak przeskoczyć? Nie.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized person.
So Dr.
Carry
Ayo
on,
thinks
sir.
he can hide in...
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
Welcome. It is so good to meet you.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of... It's my... You should know that many of us can see that you do.
Reporting status.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
Mankind
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. You know, send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
Hey, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be up front with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye. So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director.
Right.
I'll be up front with you. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you...
I guess we'll find out.
Indeed. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to...
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers...
Right.
But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know...
Sure. I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production. Now, unless you need something else, I'll...
If you're the acting head of the SRB...
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more... In his absence, I keep things running.
A, to buraki.
That armor should serve you well in a firefight.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Please don't get any germs on me.
Hey.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Hi.
Power armor is sturdy enough, but it limits your mobility.
To mi nie jest potrzebne.
You smell like you've been above ground.
Systems nominal. Operating at full capacity. Scanning. Subject identified.
If you need medical attention, see
No
Dr.
visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Father has accomplished so much. I hope you can appreciate his work as we do.
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted.
What kinds?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying. High energy weapons are Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how I really hope you'll...
Dr. Orman.
Well, that was productive. If you ask me, we're only scratching the surface with the latest synths.
Ooh. O, teraz... Aluminium światłowy. Albo nie aluminium. Czyli rozumiem, że w każdym z tych działów będzie jakaś taka rzecz ukryta.
Excuse me, doctor?
Ah, it's you. Yes, yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't...
What is it you're working on?
Advanced Systems Special Projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the child synth, to focus. I'm hoping that the above... This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive, but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen.
Last night.
Of course,
you'd like to report?
It's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far.
You know you are not permitted.
It's starting to have an
access
effect on the
terminals
team,
in
I
that
think.
section.
I know I've been
Is
caught up
Dr.
in the moment
Ao
once or
mistaken?
twice.
Yes, I mean,
Just a
no,
second or
he's
two.
not, but
Forgetting
I was only...
that he's
What
not
is
a
it?
real boy.
Were you or weren't you
Still,
accessing a
I
terminal
think we'll
in
need to
SRB?
consider restricting
I was,
him to the
but
lab
I
only
swear
for the
it's
moment.
not what it sounds like.
I'm well aware
I was
that others
cleaning
are
the terminal, and it
put
shut
off
down
by his
mistake.
presence.
I was just shutting it down.
If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
Just as you gave life to Father, he gave life to many of us.
Confirmed.
No dobra, to już mogę wychodzić.